When I was 16, I walked into the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for my first Indy 500. The sensory assault was overwhelming. 33 cars screaming by at 230 miles an hour. The smell of burning rubber and methanol fuel thick in the air, and my ears drowning in the roar of the engines. You know, as 400,000 fans erupted around me, I knew exactly what I was going to do for a living. I was going to work in IndyCar racing. Fast forward several years, and I did exactly that. I became a race strategist and data scientist, working for IndyCar teams, helping them compete in some of the most famous races in the world, including the very race that inspired me, the Indy 500. It was thrilling, but it wasn't always smooth. My first big race as a strategist, a complete disaster. Picture this. It's 2004, and I'm sitting on the timing stand at the famed Milwaukee Mile Oval in Wisconsin. I've got my headset on, and I'm surrounded by monitors displaying like timing and scoring data, telemetry data, fuel calculations, and live video feeds, all updating in real time. There's cars flying around the short Milwaukee track at almost 200 miles an hour, and they're completing laps every 22 seconds. The environment is frantic. The driver, pit crew, and team owner all turn to me for answers. And I freeze. My brain can't process the tsunami of information washing over me. I can't make sense of the data, much less predict what to do next. Luckily, there was an experienced strategist there that could take over for me while I sat there, paralyzed. But you know, that day became a defining moment for me. I vowed right then and there that I would never let that happen again. I would never be caught without the right information at the right time. And I learned something critical, that chaos, it doesn't just create confusion. It kills confidence. And without confidence, you can't win. Not in racing, not in business, not in life. What happened to me on that timing stand isn't unique to racing. It's the same phenomena that many of us are feeling today with artificial intelligence. Think about it. The relentless pace of AI breakthroughs makes it impossible to keep up. One day, large language models, then multimodal models, then agents. I hear the same questions everywhere I go. How much AI knowledge do I really need, and how will it impact my career? How do we identify the best AI use cases for our business, and do we build or buy? How do we design an AI strategy and ensure we're not falling behind the competition? The flood of AI tools and capabilities, overwhelming. You know, a single IndyCar produces 500 billion data points in the Indy 500 alone. But that pales in comparison to this daily tidal wave of AI developments. And AI comes with real, legitimate risks. The stakes are enormous. Careers, industries, and entire business models hang in the balance. One thing that I learned from chaos after that failure at the racetrack is that the antidote to chaos is clarity. After that humiliating race day, I made myself a promise. I would never be caught unprepared again. I spent years developing systems to turn data into clear, confident decisions. I learned that winning wasn't just about having data. It was about having the right information at the right time to make the right call. And it worked. With clarity came confidence. With confidence came better performance. And with better performance came wins. And I learned that Clarity is not about knowing everything. It's about knowing what matters most. So for those of you trying to navigate AI, here are the top 3 things that matter most. Focus, learn, act. Focus. Imagine you're an IndyCar driver approaching turn 1 in the Indy 500 at 230 miles an hour. Where do you look? Not everywhere. You'll crash. You focus on passing cars and the driving line you need to take. AI is moving very quickly, and you can't keep up with it all, and you don't have to. Focus on what matters most to you, your role, your industry, your biggest challenges. Pick a few trusted sources and ignore the rest. Learn. There's a saying in racing, to finish first you must finish. Drivers must learn to push the limits without crossing them. Pit crews must learn to perform lightning-fast pit stops without making any mistakes. Engineers must learn to optimize car performance down to the smallest details. You don't have to master AI, and you don't have to be an AI engineer, but you should learn the basics and the tools that matter most for you and your work. You should learn to ask smart questions and make informed decisions. And when you can, teach others. It's the best way to learn. Act. No driver ever won a race by staying in the garage. You have to get on the track and put the pedal to the metal. AI, again, it's moving quickly, and you need to start using AI tools to help you work faster, smarter, and better. Action builds confidence. For organizations, here are the top 3 things that matter most. Goals, levers, playbook. Goals. Racing teams live by one goal, winning. Every strategic decision, pit timing, tire choice, aerodynamic tweaks, filters through that one objective. Organizations need that same clarity. Define what winning looks like. Is it better products, happier customers, or bigger market share? Levers. Racing teams are constantly looking for optimization levers, whether it's shaving milliseconds off pit stops, or using fuel more efficiently, or optimizing the car setup for speed. Don't chase the latest trends. Find the best AI use cases and prioritize those that align to your winning goals. And then pull the levers to achieve them. Take action now. That's where you'll see real impact. Playbook. No race team ever shows up on race day without a strategy. They test, prepare, and create plans. And backup plans. And backup plans to the backup plans. Every day is race day in business, and organizations need an AI playbook to win. Set clear, smart goals, invest wisely, and deliver results you can measure. And just like race teams never sacrifice safety for speed, build your AI playbook on a foundation of responsibility and trust. Look, just like I had no option but to turn my AI chaos into clarity, we don't have a choice today with AI. It's not going away, and it won't stop advancing. So here's my challenge to you. Focus on what matters most, learn just enough, and take action. Let experience build your confidence. And for organizations, set winning goals, prioritize the AI use cases and pull the right levers to achieve them, and build a strong AI playbook grounded in responsibility and trust. Look, chaos, it's not a blocker. It's an opportunity. With clarity, you'll not only build confidence, you'll gain the momentum to win on the track, in the office, and anywhere else the road takes you. Thank you.